All right, hey, my name is Isaac Lewin, and I just built my first app on Lovable. And I'm making this video as a demonstration of how the app works, and also as like a review on the Lovable platform. If you're just getting started with vibe coding, then this is going to be a really, really valuable video for you. If you're already a pro, then I'm sure you're still going to learn things too. But let's just jump right into this. Hopefully you guys can still see. So this is my app, dollarebooks.app. The title is $1 million ebooks, and eventually I'm going to try and get that domain. Anyway, let me not get into it. But yeah, dollarebooks.app, and the idea is to give publishers or writers and readers a really cool platform where they can learn about new authors, and where authors or writers can start selling their books directly to their audiences, completely decentralized from how the typical publishing works. So as you can see, before I just jump right in, it has a very strikingly similar look to Netflix. And so, yeah, it's that the concept is people can discover new books and they're going to be able to scroll and find different authors and look at the books and try the books and so forth. There's going to be free books as well from public domain, but the purpose of it is to really help authors. So let me sign in. So bad. Okay, so I've successfully signed in, and what do I do? So let's see. We can go discover some new books, and you can see there's actually someone, Mr. Safari Wingman, actually joined and uploaded a book. And so there's my sample book that I put in there, but he actually joined and uploaded a book. I haven't read it yet, because now, as you see, we have to buy books with crypto. I was using Stripe to start this, but the Stripe payout, they took 67, like out of the dollar that I paid for a book, I only got 67 cents. And I'm like, oh man, that's not a 90% split at all. And I don't want to take a dollar and give the author 50 cents because that's not the purpose of this. It's supposed to be 90% to the author. So I found if I use crypto, it's like less than a penny to do the transaction, and I can still give them 90 cents and we get, the rest of the 9 cents in a few fractions of a cent. But yeah, so there's that discover, and eventually once this gets filled up, we'll be able to filter and get all the books according to their sections. But there's also stories as well, where people can write stories, share stories. You see there's some stories right here that I've shared, and also Safari shared a story too that day. And yeah, you can see that once authors come in here and write books, publish books, you'll be listed as an author, so that writers or readers, excuse me, can just find you directly. There you can just come to the stories tab and look at all the stories. There's also a chat, IRC style chat, where there's like public chat, and there's also private chats that you get as well. And I've just gone ahead and sent private messages thanking everyone who's joined the app so far for joining. And yeah, so that's these sections. Then, so see, when you're a writer, you would have this dashboard where you're able to go through, create content, whether it's a book or a story, manage the content of the books and stories you've already done. You get some analytics on your stories, you get analytics on your books. You also get progress. So if you're setting up goals as an author, how much you want to write, this is where you would set those goals and set those things. And then there's also going to be leaderboards where writers and readers are going to be stacked against each other for how active and how much progress you're making. So we saw the writer dash. In the reader dash, same thing, where you're going to be able to set goals as you want for how many books you want to read and what that looks like, and it will keep track of your pages, of the time you've been reading. There's little achievements as well and accolades that you can win and award. The social aspect to this is really neat. So when you go and chat, you'll be able to add people. Obviously, I can't add myself right now, but when you are in chat, you'll actually be able to add users as friends and then have private messages. And yeah, and we'll see how far it goes. Right now, it's just in its initial state, so I don't really want to overhaul it. You know, not to say if it never takes off. I'm still happy that I got the idea out of my head because I've wanted to do this for so long, but I could have never afforded the developer. And so now with platforms like Lovable, I'll show you what the settings look like. I'm actually able to. I made a whole app. I made the whole blown app here, where I had notifications, email using resend for the emails. The other thing too, I haven't mentioned yet. We can just go right to light mode because I'm not sure. I know as a developer and someone who works more in code world that dark mode is just like what we do for everything. But just maybe for writing, I'm not sure if people like writing with light mode more or not. But I do have it so that if you don't want dark mode, you can go to light mode and it's full light mode everywhere. Um, everything is themed. So yeah, that's kind of the oh yeah, I got notifications in here. There's notifications for other. Oh, that's why the book didn't. That makes sense. Because I'm supposed to go to content and approve it. That's why. So then if I would go to Discover now, the latest book is this without its cover because there was an error when I was trying to do that. So yeah, let me give a little bit of a review now on the the Lovable platform. I really think it's great. It's like there's some things that you definitely there's some levels to it. Okay, good, failed. So that's good. So that's where I'm gonna have to go and talk with my software engineer to get that fixed. But yeah, there's some really really great things that I like about Lovable, and then there are some things that were like, oh, if I wish I would have known that from the start. One of the most important things I think I could share, just if there's like one ultimate way to interact with Lovable, is consider yourself like, say, yeah, they're your product development manager and they're the engineer. But when you're doing product work, you really need to speak like a pro dev. And there's a thing called Product Requirements Document, or PRD for short. Look up what a PRD is. Maybe I can share my screen with you here, and so just so you can see what this looks like. Um, so this is one that I did when I was just adding on. I was just adding on, switching from Stripe to crypto, because it was going to be a big change. So I wanted to write a whole PRD out. And as you see, it has a title, it has an overview, it has goals, it has functional requirements, it has the wallet support, it had what it needed for the admins, it had the tech stack, deliverables. And actually, I had pretty much, I think it was with ChatGPT or Grok help me put this PRD together. But when I fed this into Lovable, oh my. it's that is that is the way to go. Like when you speak to the software engineer as a software engineer is expecting them to be spoken to, it just produced so much smoother, so much more volume. It was so thorough. I was like, oh, if I had to go back in time, maybe I'll show you just to be 100% transparent. Oh, was I not doing screen sharing on that one? Hold on. That's embarrassing. Let me go back. So now you should be able to see that I had, what is it here? Yeah, 669 credits out of 800. So I've used, say, $140 so far. Getting close to 200. Getting closer and closer to 200. But, regardless, it's if I were to pay an engineer to do this, it would be at least 3 to 5 to 10,000, just depending on how much they want to charge, how many hours they want to put in it. Would it be different? Of course, it'd be different. But hey, this was the idea that I had in my mind. I wanted a Netflix clone, and I wanted the ability more so than it. Yeah, it looks like Netflix. I wanted it to work so that writers could, read for free, so that writers could come in here, write books, and then, okay, reading for free is not working either. So more things I have to fix. Like I said, things are still in development stages, but I wanted to share this video because I think I'm at a point where I can invite more writers in here to test it out and people to try, just experiment with it, see what you think. I really think that this could be a really big like thing in the future. Um, my my real hope is that this becomes the place where a writer, a young writer, or someone who wants to be a writer makes their first dollar with their content. I really think that if you like, and I didn't show a demo. Maybe I should try to go through that demo of what that looks like. Well, I was trying to put the cover in, so that didn't work. So I got to go fix some things. And I want to make the video take too long. If you want to see a building video, then I can definitely do that. But I want, my thought is, in the future this could be a place where literally anyone can come and make an account and share it, because I should have showed you, they can immediately share the books on social media, share it on their platforms, and then people who interact with the book can come in and directly buy it. Obviously they have to set up a crypto wallet, and if they don't have a crypto wallet, it's super easy to do it nowadays. It's like you can do it in 2 clicks. 2 clicks literally set up a crypto wallet. It's not hard with MetaMask. And yeah, I think that this is going to be a really cool way where authors will be able to really get paid in a different way than they have been, because the only platforms you can really put out ebooks to get paid are like Amazon, and there's a small few, and then people sell their own personal ebooks that they put together, right? So here, I really think that this is a unique way that will enable authors, also artists, because the covers. I worked in publishing. I actually worked at a publishing house, and I saw that people would pay $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to get their books from idea to full, tangible copy in your hand. And some of these books only sold like 20 copies, 100 copies, and so it's not they didn't pay back for itself. So my thought is, here you could validate your book. If you spent all this time writing a book, you have the whole manuscript, there's an import feature where you could just import your EPUB or import a Google Doc. Well, I'm working on the Google API right now because their verification is a little more stringent. But you should just be able to import your files or write it fresh, right in the book writer, and yeah, publish it and start selling it like same day. So that's, I don't want to drag on too long, but I hope that you found value in the video. I hope that you learned something new about Lovable. It's a great platform. I totally advise it. I hope that you would try my app. I think that it's going to be cool. Send me a message, and we'll see you on the next video.